Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy, and we got a great face-off for you today between the Motorola Atrix 4G and the HTC Inspire 4G, both currently out on AT&T. Don't forget, stop by smartphoneenvy.com, check out the winner in today's face-off, along with some photos and video taken by today's contestants for your approval. All right, let's kick this off. Atrix 4G, quad-band GSM, tri-band 3G, 4G connectivity, weighs in at 135 grams, same weight class as an iPhone 4 or Droid Incredible. Build quality, you've got Gorilla Glass, you've got metal here on each side, and then you've got the battery cover which extends, I think you can see the seam right here, along both sides up to the top and bottom of the display and all the way across the back. It's graphite in color, it's made out of rubberized plastic. You've got this phone speaker down here in the lower left hand corner. Above that, close to the top, is the 5 megapixel camera dual LED flash. Up on top is 3.5mm headphone jack. Here's your power and lock key and fingerprint reader. Right hand side is the volume rocker. Nothing on the bottom, and on the left hand side is the HDMI port and micro USB port. Alright, the Inspire 4G, quad band GSM, dual band 3G, also 4G connectivity, weighs in at 163.9 grams, so it's definitely the heavier of the two. Build quality, again, you've got Gorilla Glass. Case is made out of aluminum. Got a nice chrome accent around the earpiece. Color is the HTC darkish brown or chocolate brown color. It's got some texture coating on it. Got a rubberized plastic battery cover, same materials used for the SIM card and micro SD card cover, and also run the dual LED flash. And just to the right of that is the 8 megapixel camera and the phone speaker. Up on top is power and lock key. Nothing on the right hand side. On the bottom is the microphone, micro USB port, and 3.5mm headphone jack. And on the left hand side is the volume rocker. Alright, let's talk cameras. Atrix 4G's got a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus dual LED flash, geotagging as well as image stabilization, and video capture is 720p. On the Inspire 4G, you've got an 8 megapixel camera with autofocus dual LED flash, also offers touch focus, face detection, as well as geotagging, and again, video capture is 720p. Big difference in batteries. The Atrix 4G offers a 1930 milliamp hour battery rated at 9 hours of talk time. On the Inspire 4G, you've got a 1230 milliamp hour battery rated at 6 hours of talk time. Alright, let's take a look at the displays on both. Get them set up. There we go. Alright, on the Atrix 4G, you've got a 4-inch QHD capacitive touch display showing 540 by 960 pixels. It's got an accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, as well as offering multi-touch. Upper left-hand corner, you've got a front-facing VGA camera for video calls. Below the display, you've got 4 touch-sensitive keys: main menu key, home key, back key, and search key. On the Inspire 4G, no slouch, you've got a 4.3-inch Super LCD capacitive touch display showing 480 by 800 pixels. Also offers an accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, and multi-touch. Does not have a front-facing camera. Has 4 touch-sensitive keys below the display: home key, main menu key, back key, and search key. As far as memory goes, the Atrix 4G, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 1 gigabyte of RAM. Storage can be expanded additional 32 gigabytes to the use of a micro SD card. On the Inspire 4G, 4 gigabytes of internal storage, 768 megabytes of RAM, and again, internal storage can be expanded additional 32 gigabytes to the use of a micro SD card. Both of them offer Wi-Fi 802.11 BGNN with support for DLNA. Both of them offer Bluetooth version 2.1 with support for A2DP. Both of them have GPS with support for AGPS. Both can be used as Wi-Fi hotspots. The processor on the Atrix 4G, again, it's the first NVIDIA dual-core Tegra 2 1 gigahertz processor. On the Inspire 4G, just a plain old Qualcomm 8255 1 gigahertz Snapdragon processor. Operating system, they're both using Android 2.2 Froyo. On the Atrix 4G, you've got Motorola's Moto Blur UI overlay, and on the Inspire 4G, you've got HTC Sense UI overlay. Alright, I stopped by the Android market, downloaded the Quadrant standard benchmark test, and installed it on both. So what do you say we run it and see what we get? And we're off. And they both seem to be digging through it. Again, the Motorola Atrix is the first dual-core smartphone released here in the States. And the first to get into the 2D graphics was the Inspire 4G. And it is tearing through the graphics. Atrix seems to be having an issue. Let's see if it gets through it. 3D graphics on the Inspire 4G. Two more graphic tests. There we go. Now the Atrix has decided to run. You can see the frame rates down here in the lower left-hand corner. Frames per second frame rate. All right, we've got one done. And there's our Inspire 4G at the top of the charts. Waiting now for the Atrix 4G. And there we go. Let's get our results back on the Atrix 4G. All right, so what do we get? Atrix 4G came back at 1984. The Inspire 4G 1773. So based on our benchmark test, the the Atrix 4G came back as the winner. All right, let's run our YouTube comparison, and I've got both the Atrix 4G and Inspire 4G running up the same Wi-Fi network. I have both of them to default to Play HQ, and their browsers are both set to automatic brightness. And we're off. That was pretty close.
Let's observe the effect of Evian on your body.
Pretty talented babies, huh? All right, let's try a little Britney Spears. We've got the dual-core processor running in the Atrix 4G along with the QHD display versus the Super LCD display on the Inspire 4G. All right, let's run one more real quick.
What's happening, guys? You guys know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna show you this video of this girl sledding behind this truck.
All right, there's a look at our YouTube comparison. The Inspire 4G loaded 2 out of the 3 YouTube videos quicker than the Atrix 4G. And again, the Atrix 4G has the QHD display, and I'll let you be the judge of which display you seem to like better. All right, let's try our navigation comparison between the Atrix 4G and Inspire 4G. See if I can kick them off at the same time. Navigate to McDonald's.
Head southwest on Lansburn Circle toward Coffeen Way, then turn left at Coffeen Way, turn left at Laventa Road, then turn left at Acre Road. Turn left at Coffeen Way, then turn left at Laventa Road.
And neither one of them had any issue at all with...
Southwest on Lansburn Circle toward Coffeen Way, then turn left at Coffeen Way.
Neither one of them had any problem at all with the voice-guided turn-by-turn navigation. Take a look at the maps and see how well they redraw.
Head southwest on Lansburn Circle toward Coffeen Way, then turn left.
And they're pretty insistent about me leaving and heading out. Anyway, the map scrolls very, very smoothly on the Inspire 4G. No issues whatsoever. Double tap to zoom in. I guess that's as close as we're going to get. Pinch to zoom back out. There we go. On the Atrix 4G, again, very smooth. We'll double tap to zoom in on this, and again, you can do that on either one. Pinch to zoom as well. Very smooth. Let's see it redraw. Not bad at all. So both of them handle the navigation very, very well. I thought it'd be nice to see how well these two perform over the AT&T 4G network, so I downloaded Speed Test, and let's run it. And again, we're doing download speeds first. And we'll run a couple of these. Upload speeds. So we got quite a difference. Let's try it again. And again, you see these, they'll vary quite a bit. Or they usually do. Maybe they'll make a liar out of me. You know, we're not getting anywhere near what we got the first time. Although the Inspire 4G has been pretty consistent. We had a download speed of over 3,000, I believe, the first round. And that was 1,800. Let's try one more, and then we'll take a look at the overall results. And again, what we're testing is AT&T's 4G network. Upload speeds. All right. Now, just so you know, they're both 4G handsets. I wanted to run this because I got a 3G card. AT&T ran out of 4G cards when I picked up the Atrix this morning. So this has a 3G card in it. When it's had a 4G card in it, I've been able to get up around 2,000 kbps. And on the Atrix, I think, if we go to our results, the first one, yeah, the first one was 3221. So this is definitely the quickest of the two I've seen as far as using the 4G network, even when this has had a 4G SIM card in it.